So we have a problem. Last episode, I had built this steam engine, and I was pulling lava from a lava lake nearby to power the steam engine, which is now pretty much run dry, meaning we are running out of fuel. So in today's video, I'll be making a lava factory that'll solve this issue. So let's get into it. So yeah, pretty much we have a good reserve built up here, 49, 50,000. So I'm not really worried yet, but yeah, see, we just ran the whole lake dry. So obviously we have to do something like now. So let's head into the creative world and get something built up. All right, so here we are in the creative world, and there's a lot of mobs. All right, no more mobs. So I'm thinking about putting the lava factory right here. And simply, all it really is going to be is another portal that feeds lava buckets in and out through it. It's pretty simple. So going off the same theme we have on this, we're going to pretty much use the exact same blocks. And we're going to give it a little bit of space in between, but we can't give it too much so that at least we can get like a train or something through here if we need to get to the docks. All right, yeah, I think that's a good base. And obviously, since this is kind of more of this, I'm gonna actually put some steel fluid tanks outside so we can see this stuff. I think that'll look pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Then obviously we will run to make it kind of look even like this. We're gonna run the pipe to these kind of like that. And can I girder it as well? Oh my, I just accidentally killed the one in here. So I'm obviously just gonna like kind of bracket it to the floor there. All right, so we have the tanks outside. I think that's where we're gonna store the extra lava. So obviously we need to pull the lava from the nether. So let me make a portal. So obviously we're gonna put the portal kind of over here towards the end of the factory. So how this is going to work is essentially lava buckets are going to go through here. And if this is filled, it will just send it forward, which will then, if this, we're only going to have like a stack of buckets on this at a time. So we should always have some lava flowing through here. And it doesn't really matter if we cover this up because all this is just pushing things this way. So, all right. So we're going to have to get power over here. Is this thing not? No, not. It's getting power out, I guess. All right, so now we have power over here, and all we're gonna do is just hook everything up real quick. So I will be right back. All right, we have to do some little bit of redesigning here, but that's all good. So if I throw lava bucket, it should come back empty. No. Okay, it's gotta be through that bottom one then. So now it should come back empty. Okay. Take two. I don't know at this point, just do it. Okay, goes in. Yes! All right. So we should be pulling the lava from these. Yes. I am going to speed this up. So I'm just going to go steal this rotation controller in the actual world from the iron farm. But in here, I'm just using this thing. Honestly, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put this in the power station. I'm going to finish up the building, and then we're going to import this in there and get it in. So we can store 512,000 million buckets in 2 tanks. So, all right. So if we connect this back up, yep, we're pulling lava out there. Then we need to make this again, which will run the lava up and out of the building. So obviously this pipe's going to run along the top here. right around here. And it's gonna turn over, and this is where we'll bridge over. Probably 2 pumps up here just to be safe. And obviously I want to be able to see from a distance if we're filling this thing up, so I'm gonna put those there. So obviously we'll break all of that. So then we'll run a fluid pipe right up here through the roof. Okay, now down in here, we're gonna run this line up. And so then if we tilt this, if we turn this, we should be sending lava straight up. Yep. Are we pulling from these tanks? I don't think we are. At least we're still filling this up, so... Alright. Obviously, we'll girder the shafts. No, not. We'll girder the shafts down. That's not where I wanted to do. Stop doing that. Alright. So, here's the new lava factory. Obviously, I want some sort of train to go through here at some point, so that's why I didn't cover this up. I'm gonna go get a schematic of this, and we will go into the world. So here we are back in the survival world now. Do I have the thingamajig? No, I don't. I am gonna place it deliberately 1 block further away, just so we can run a train track through here. But yeah, here it is, everything in here. Lava, all that. So let me put in a schematic counter. All right, yeah, so here it is. We actually did not add lighting into it, so we'll have to do that. But we got to get power over here. So I am just going to real quick connect everything up to power. Ooh, I see I placed it 1 block too forward. All right, well, that's unfortunate. That just makes it just a little bit more complicated. All right, so I'm just going to rob this thing from here. So all we're going to do is disconnect it, and actually going to flip the toggle on and steal this. A large cogwheel. Okay. Did it actually just like, where'd my stressometer go? It like actually deleted my stressometer. Are we serious? Okay, these are very interesting now. It's running 64 RPM. I don't know why, maybe because of that. All right, so then we're gonna just put this here. How much fuel do we have left in the tank? All right, we're still chilling. So now I'm gonna go get this nether portal bullshit set up again, and I will be right back. All right, so I finished up everything. I'm just getting torches to light the place up. Okay, so we made 9 buckets. Okay, so we throw those in. Those should come back as lava buckets. Yes, but they're like really fast. All right, so now we got lava flowing in the tanks. Let's go. So now we got to go up here and do kind of this stuff again. So the tank should be here. This one thing alone's using 5,000 stress units. But are we getting... How does that make sense? I guess I don't... Was it because it was filling these tanks over here? It might have been. Yeah, because those tanks are now full. So that is a possibility. So there's another thing I want to try, and I was actually thinking about it while editing my last video. I want to get the rotation speed back for all of these without, you know, breaking our farm going on here because of this. So instead, I'm going to make something called a stress break, just in case, you know, I do break something so these don't shut off. So let me make that real quick. Yeah, so this is called an overstress clutch. Essentially what happens is whenever something overstresses, you can set it to wait a certain amount of time before it before it unattaches, and essentially all it says right here. It decouples after a set delay. when a network is overstressed, and then you can reset it with a wrench. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go actually put this on the power connector right over here. Because I have, yeah. So it's going to go right here. And I'm going to put just kind of something like this on top of it so I know it's right there. So my idea is I still actually connect everything up to that front port. So I'm actually going to disconnect this. And then I have like all this glass over here. I have this glass box, but inside the glass box is essentially just, you know, cogwheels. So what if I just took a cogwheel up, ran something up to this right here? So like run a shaft all the way up to this from those cogwheels. So we can still get the speed while keeping these kind of at the same RPM. What's powering up here? Is it something over here? It's this, right? You guys don't actually do anything. It's this. Okay. Disconnect. So now I'm going to disconnect the entire house from this line right here. So now the entire house is running on its own power source. I'm now going to reconnect it up at the top front here. If we connect this stuff up. Seal up the line. Okay. The wheels are spinning faster. There we go. It's just now everything is spinning the wrong way. Just got some stress back. I think it was mostly just removing that rotation control over there for those. That saves you a lot of stress units. So I think this was a really productive video. Now we have the lava form, so meaning we pretty much have infinite power at this point. So next episode, I want to actually get a train track factory and possibly some storage on the docks so we can start moving stuff back and forth. I would also over here like to make a small steam engine so we can make the farms, like tree farms, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.